Kachar Airport. Highlighted by Forum for Social Harmony. Anyways, action aids improving it. Monitor post clearance compliance. Monitors the post clearance compliance. Post clearance compliance. However, they can also play an obstructionist role in the environmental impact assessment process. They can play an obstructionist role. However, they can also play an obstructionist role in the environmental impact assessment process. Derail the critical infrastructure plus industrial projects. Derail the critical infrastructure, industrial projects by leveraging derail the critical infrastructure and the industrial projects. Derail the critical infrastructure and the industrial projects. Derail the critical infrastructure and the industrial enriching coastal salinity and geothermal activity. Excessive groundwater extraction, unscientific farming, discharge of industrial effluents, indiscriminate discharge of industrial effluents. Municipal solid waste disposal. क्या नाम है इसका 8 scientific conduct by providing well researched Kachchar Airport lapses for Kachchar Airport highlighted by Forum for Social Harmony. Forum for Social Harmony. It is highlighted by Forum for Social Harmony. So lapses that are highlighted by Forum for Social Harmony. So lapses highlighted by Forum for Social Harmony. So lapses that are highlighted by Forum for Social Harmony. उसके सिवा पहला आ गया पॉलिसी एडवोकेसी, दूसरा तीसरा प्रोवाइडिंग इनपुट्स, एग्जाम्पल CSC, फोरम फॉर सोशल हार्मनी, CSC एंड फोरम फॉर सोशल हार्मनी, CSC, फोरम फॉर सोशल हार्मनी. Alternative pathway, example Bengaluru Metro Phase 3 project case, Bengaluru Metro Phase 3 project case, Bengaluru Metro Phase 3 project case, Bengaluru Metro Phase 3 project case. नर्मदा बचाओ आंदोलन, सरदार सरोवर डैम. फोरम फॉर सोशल हार्मनी, CSC, फोरम फॉर सोशल हार्मनी एंड सरदार सरोवर डैम. फोरम फॉर सोशल हार्मनी, फोरम फॉर सोशल हार्मनी, फोरम फॉर सोशल हार्मनी. लीगल एक्शन, Goa Foundation, Goa Foundation. However, they also play an obstructionist role. They derail critical infrastructure and industrial projects. So they derail the critical infrastructure and industrial projects. They derail critical infrastructure and industrial projects by leveraging So they derail critical infrastructure and industrial projects. So they derail critical infrastructure and industrial projects. They derail critical infrastructure and industrial projects. They aid sustainable development and environmental justice, balancing along with sustainable development and environmental justice. Development and environmental injustice, sustainable development. According to an assessment by the Central Groundwater Board, groundwater contamination poses severe environmental and public health challenges. So groundwater contamination, it poses severe environmental and public health challenges. Nearly 56% of the districts are affected by groundwater contamination. Excessive nitrate levels, arsenic, iron, fluoride, uranium. Reasons, what are the reasons? Geogenic contamination, right? Geogenic contamination, leaching of naturally occurring minerals. So geogenic contamination में क्या आ जाता है? It is leaching of the naturally occurring minerals. Leaching of naturally occurring minerals. Coastal salinity is there. Coastal salinity, geothermal activity. So natural leaching, coastal activity and geothermal activity. So leaching, coastal activity and geothermal activity. So leaching is there, coastal activity is there, and geothermal activity is there. So leaching, coastal activity, geothermal activity. Leaching is there, coastal activity is there, geothermal activity is there. Then destruction of wetlands and mangroves, excessive groundwater extraction, unscientific farming, acid mine, unscientific farming, wastes for nuclear plants, indiscriminate discharge of industrial effluents, improper municipal for solid waste. Contamination from internal sewage. Now you are having remedial measures. What are the remedial measures? This is test number 8. Let me keep it here. So one of the distractions I had earlier was also that कहीं से कहीं पहुंच जाऊंगी. At least now this is overcome. मगर ये टेस्ट नंबर कौन सा था? So let me see. I would have written it right. Maritime energy, global oil prices and advance. No, I don't have that video in which I was studying this. Anyways, let's see. ये मुझे टाइम बहुत बेकार लगता है in which I need to search things. Nine 913-215. Okay, 913-215. We have done this question. ChatGPT, where is ChatGPT? Can you put this under categories and then help me write it? Not this, the strategy. The same points, group them under different categories and write them completely. Do not miss any point. Eight points, right? Regulatory and don't you think the headings that you have shown, they are a mixture of 2 or 3 headings? Preventive. पहले तो how to prevent it, okay. Monitoring. Preventive. Monitoring. Restoration and recharge. Preventive, monitoring, restoration and recharge, ecosystem based. Then governance, water use efficiency and awareness. Preventive, monitoring, restoration and recharge, ecosystem based, governance, water use efficiency and awareness. Preventive, restoration and recharge, preventive, restoration and recharge, preventive, monitoring, restoration and recharge, ecosystem based, preventing, monitoring, restoration and recharge, ecosystem based, governance, water use efficiency and awareness, ecosystem based, governance, water use efficiency and awareness. As per the given screenshot, arrange the points, write them line by line, do not miss any point. Give the examples also under these categories, group them under these categories and write them completely. What is this? You have just written the, kind of 2 or 3 words. Preventive, monitoring, restoration and exchange. It's like sometimes ChatGPT is such a difficult thing. Preventive, monitoring. No, keep the headings now as preventive, monitoring, restoration and recharge, ecosystem based, governance, water use efficiency and awareness. Efficiency and awareness. Crop neutral incentive for sustainable agricultural practices, incentive for organic farming, regulated use of agrochemicals. See, can't you group similar points and make them 1 point? For example, under preventive measures, the first 3 are regarding agriculture. So give us a subheading about agriculture or something. Please look into it matter. Preventive, monitoring, restoration and recharge, ecosystem based. Let's see. अब ये कह रहा है preventive में sustainable agricultural practices. Let's see. sustainable agricultural practices. Sustainable agricultural practices that includes crop neutral incentive structure for sustainable agriculture, incentive structure for sustainable agriculture, promotion of organic farming, regulated use of agrochemicals. Second is industrial and urban pollution control. Sustainable agricultural practices, industrial and urban pollution control. Crop neutral incentive structure, promotion of organic farming, you regulated the use of agrochemicals, industrial and urban pollution control. Strict enforcement of industrial waste treatment regulations. Strict enforcement, industrial and urban pollution control, strict enforcement of industrial waste treatment regulations. Strict enforcement of industrial waste treatment regulations. Proper waste management and scientific landfill design. And proper waste management and scientific landfill design. Sanitation and waste management measures to reduce pollution from domestic sources. Swachh Bharat Mission. Sustainable agricultural practices, industrial and urban pollution control, monitoring and assessment measures. So prevention, monitoring and assessment measures. Monitoring and assessment of groundwater quality. By Central Groundwater Board. Aquifer mapping and assessment. So preventing through NAQUIM. So aquifer mapping and assessment through NAQUIM. And assessment. Aquifer mapping and assessment through NAQUIM. Monitoring and assessment. Groundwater quality and aquifer mapping and assessment through NAQUIM. Pollution surveillance system. OSIMS. River pollution, NCRP, coastal pollution, river pollution, and OSIMS. OSIMS river industrial effluent river के लिए NCRP. Why can't it take? I want you to see my screen also, because that is the major source, right? आज के time पे what happens is online you start doing anything you want. So yeah, OSIMS online continuous इंडस्ट्रियल एफ्लुएंस के लिए ये है. NCRPs for National River Conservation Plan, Integrated Coastal Zone Management. OSIMS, NCRP and Integrated Coastal Zone Management Plan. National river conservation plan. Plan and integrated coastal zone management plan. Plan integrated coastal zone management. This Oceans river pollution is NRCP. Coastal pollution is integrated coastal zone management plan. National river conservation plan. National river conservation plan. National river conservation plan. So prevention, then monitoring and assessment. Third is restoration and recharge measures. Along with water harvesting infrastructure. Mission Amrit Sarovar. Ecosystem based measures. Restoration of natural filters and ecosystem conservation. So restoration of natural filters. Afforestation, wetland conservation. Through afforestation, wetland conservation. I don't know why there comes a discrepancy between YPT and this. YPT shows 1 hour. This is showing, almost 45 minutes. Yeah, it shows 1 complete hour. I started at 0. Wait. So restoration of natural filters, ecosystem conservation. Afforestation, wetland restoration, mangrove conservation. That is how you will go for natural filters, right?